The historical Jesus has captivated humanity for centuries. His teachings have inspired countless lives, yet a simple question persists. What did Jesus look like? More specifically, what was his race? This question, seemingly straightforward, has sparked debate and controversy for generations. It challenges deeply held beliefs and cultural assumptions. This essay delves into the complexities of this debate. We'll explore the historical evidence, cultural biases, and theological implications surrounding the race of Jesus Christ. To understand Jesus' likely appearance, we must first understand his origins. Jesus was born and raised in Nazareth. This town was located in Galilee, a region within the Roman province of Judea. This places him firmly within the Middle East. Scholars and archaeologists overwhelmingly agree on this. Historical records and geographical context leave no room for doubt. The people of this region during Jesus' time shared common physical characteristics. They typically had brown skin, dark hair, and brown eyes. These features were typical of Semitic and Middle Eastern populations. Jesus, as a man of his time and place, would have likely shared these characteristics. Despite the historical consensus, the dominant image of Jesus, particularly in Western cultures, is strikingly different. He is often depicted as a white man. This white Jesus has blonde hair and blue eyes. This image, however, is a far cry from historical reality. It's a product of centuries of cultural bias and artistic interpretation. The whitewashing of Jesus began early in Christian history. As Christianity spread throughout Europe, artists often portrayed Jesus in their own image. This reflected the cultural norms and aesthetic preferences of the time. The result was a gradual distancing from Jesus' Middle Eastern roots. The image of a white Jesus has had profound and often damaging consequences. It has been used to justify colonialism, slavery, and racial discrimination. The logic is insidious, but clear. If Jesus, the Son of God, is white, then white people must be closer to God. This reasoning has fueled a sense of superiority among some white Christians. This white supremacist ideology has no basis in scripture or historical fact. It stands in stark contrast to Jesus' message of love, compassion, and equality. Yet the image of a white Jesus continues to be used to justify oppression and division. It's a stark reminder of the power of imagery to shape beliefs and justify harmful actions. Section 5. Black Jesus, a symbol of hope and liberation. For black communities around the world, the concept of a black Jesus holds profound significance. It's a powerful symbol of representation and identification. Seeing Jesus, the ultimate symbol of hope and salvation, depicted with black features resonates deeply. It challenges the narrative of white supremacy that has permeated religious iconography for centuries. A black Jesus offers a vision of liberation and empowerment. It reminds black Christians that they are created in the image of God. Their identity is not defined by the standards of a society that often marginalizes and devalues blackness. This imagery can be a source of strength, resilience, and spiritual affirmation. Section 6. Personal transformations reclaiming the image of Christ. Many individuals have experienced profound transformations in their understanding of Jesus through the lens of race. For some, it's been a process of deconstructing long-held beliefs shaped by a white-centric perspective. For others, it's been a journey of rediscovering their faith and finding deeper meaning in their identity. These personal stories highlight the emotional and spiritual impact of grappling with the race of Jesus. They challenge us to examine our own assumptions and biases. They remind us that our understanding of faith is constantly evolving. It's shaped by our experiences, our communities, and our willingness to engage with diverse perspectives. Section 7. A matter of perspective. The ongoing debate. Despite the growing movement towards more accurate and diverse representations of Jesus, the debate surrounding his race is far from over. Some argue that his physical appearance is ultimately irrelevant. They believe his teachings on love, forgiveness, and social justice transcend race. Others contend that acknowledging Jesus' historical and cultural context is essential to fully understanding his message. This debate reflects broader conversations about race, representation, and the role of religion in society. It's a conversation that requires nuance, empathy, and a willingness to engage with uncomfortable truths. Ignoring the question of Jesus' race only perpetuates historical inaccuracies and reinforces existing power structures. Section 8, Reimagining Jesus, Embracing Diversity in Representation. In recent years, there has been a surge in efforts to depict Jesus in more diverse and inclusive ways. Artists, theologians, and activists are challenging traditional iconography. They are creating images of Jesus that reflect the multicultural world we live in. This movement recognizes that Jesus' message is universal. It speaks to people of all races, ethnicities, and backgrounds. Reimagining Jesus is not about erasing history or diminishing the significance of traditional depictions. It's about expanding our understanding of who Jesus was and what he represents. It's about making his message accessible and relatable to people from all walks of life. Section 9, Conclusion: Understanding Jesus in Context. The debate over the race of Jesus is not merely an academic exercise. It's a conversation with profound implications for how we understand Christianity, race, and the power of imagery. Recognizing Jesus as a man of Middle Eastern descent challenges us to confront historical distortions. It encourages us to examine how those distortions have been used to justify oppression and inequality. Embracing the diversity of Jesus' potential appearance allows for a more inclusive and representative faith. It reminds us that his message of love, compassion, and justice is for all people, regardless of their race or ethnicity. As we continue to grapple with the complexities of race and religion in the 21st century, the question of Jesus' race remains a powerful reminder of the importance of seeking truth, embracing diversity, and striving for a more just and equitable world.